What is up, my friends? Welcome back to Scarlet and Great. Thank you for joining us here on YouTube. Another Overreaction Sunday or Monday or whenever you are getting to it. But thank you so much for joining me. Johnny Bullet here. Find me on Twitter at Scarlet Great JL. It has been great to do these with you. I took a little time off, little hunting trip, whatever. But I'm back here now to do these Overreaction Sundays with you. A lot to overreact to this Sunday. The coffee is just not kicking in quite yet this Sunday morning. So guys, real quick, I want to get into a few things before we get right into the video. Giveaway will be announced on our next video. We had some great comments on the last video that we asked about your favorite That Team Up North game memories. I have to go through those with Corey and Shane, and I think I know who's going to win. Just got to go over a few things, see if there's any late submissions in there that that we have to, fine tooth comb, make sure we're choosing the best one. But thank you so much for that, and help us grow this channel. We got to do the giveaway because you grow the channel for us. So please continue to subscribe. Every 2,500, we're going to try to do a giveaway. But this week, we just want to get to 5,200 by the kickoff against That Team Up North on Saturday. So subscribe to this channel if you hate That Team Up North. All right, let's get into it. Today's show, we're going to be throwing a lot of people under the bus. We are going to be giving away flowers. We're going to go over stock up and stock down, who I was impressed with, who I was not impressed with. And at this point of the season, if you're impressive, I think you're a great player. If you're not impressive, it's not going to happen this season. That's kind of where I think we're at. With Ohio State's disappointing game overall yesterday, the box score didn't tell the whole tale. We did pull away late. But I say this, right? At least it happened to everyone. We can't really drop too much. We can't say, well, this team just got major issues. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's looking forward to Thanksgiving, if it's, looking forward to rivalry week, whatever the case may be, everybody did it, right? Yeah, Georgia, was up like 16, going into the third, they were up 16-0 on Kentucky. Still not great. They win that game 6-16, 10 points. That's not very impressive. Ohio State did what it did. That Team Up North nearly lost the game to Illinois, which is a decent team at least, but you shouldn't be that type, right? Tennessee got absolutely mollywopped by South Carolina. Do they play football? I guess it just means less. I don't know. But you could see it happened to everyone up at the top. So at least we can take a little comfort in that fact that there shouldn't be a lot of movement. We don't have to say, oh, this team is extremely problematic, et cetera, because it happened to everyone. All right. Overall, I didn't think Ohio State was that bad all the time. It was just inconsistent. Like things look like CJ was pretty good, but he'd miss a throw here and there. He'd hold the ball a little too long instead of just hitting the check down while it was open. He'd get the ball late a few times. The offense would be doing okay. Delay a game, miss block here and there, overthrow by CJ here and there, just a little bit. The defense would be doing fine, overwhelming up front, give up a big play in the pass or a penalty. So I didn't think that this is like, oh, this team is just broken. There were like 8 plays out of every 10, it seemed like, wow, this is a really talented team. All these you let them convert second and long. Oh, you let them convert third and long. Big play. Oh, you moved backwards. Besides that opening, the second and third drive by Ohio State, which wasn't very good at all, I think the team looks good, just inconsistent. And again, it's happening to everyone. Let's get into who we're going to throw under the bus. Stock up and stock down. All right. Stock down. All right. If I can manage my own banners here, right? Let's go with Trey Henderson, right? Trey Henderson, I absolutely think his stock is down. You can say, oh, he's hurt. He was in the boot. Guys, he got benched before he got in the boot. we say, oh, why are we running so many stretch runs? And we do, but I think Trey makes a lot of them that are not supposed to be stretch runs look like stretch runs, right? I think a lot of times that's what you end up with when you shouldn't. So very much I am looking to not see Trey do that anymore, but his stock is definitely down. Injury doesn't make you. I think right before the end of the first half, there was a great hole in between the tackles. He just flat didn't take it. He didn't take it. He refuses to go get 4 yards. Sometimes you just need to get 3 or 4 yards. Dallin Hayden came in. Dallin Hayden showed his willingness to run between the tackles and just get 3 or 4 yards. And it turned into a lot bigger plays than that because he'd take what's there. Then he would try to make the play after getting up into the crease. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Give me Mayan. I don't know if he can be back. 2 weeks after getting, not even be able to walk off the field. You don't know. But give me Mayan and Dallin. Those are our running backs. That's just who it is. Trey, throw him a bubble screen. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. If you want to do a pitch play, pitch it out to Trey. I really don't know what to say at this point. I cannot trust him at all. Hopefully he gets together in the offseason because he's phenomenal talent. All right. Jordan Hancock just doesn't look ready. Injuries, whatever. Just not, I don't know, man. It's unfortunate that you have a guy so not ready and being able to crack the rotation. Really, I would want to see Cam Brown back. He had a really nice play where he looked back at the ball. Looked back at the ball, stayed in perfect position the whole time, knocked the ball down. That's what you want to see. I know corner's not going to make every single play. It's a tough game, right? But, man, Jordan Hancock just does not look ready. And I'll go ahead and do this. I don't know if Tim Walton at corners coach was the right move. We have a guy on staff that coached Kobe Bryant, James and Juice William Kobe, and now the name escapes me, Juice over at Cincinnati last year. And guess what? They were fantastic. And we brought that corners coach over. And what'd we do? We asked him to coach safeties. And then I know you guys are going to say, but Tim Walton used to. I get it. But listen, look how good the safeties look. Look how good the safeties look. Look how good they're playing. And there you go. You have Perry doing that. I will say that Tanner McAllister, I think, is pretty good. But he also, him matched up against Raheem Jarrett. Not great for him. Slot defenders, again, everybody not named Lathan Ransom, who was in the slot, just did not do great. I'll give Tanner a little bit of a pass because of him having to cover Raheem Jarrett at times. That's just tough. That's tough when you're a safety, really. The offensive play staff that is supposed to get whatever's going on there. Friday's trying to be too perfect. If the relay's too slow, if the offense didn't have enough urgency just to get to hurry up and snap the ball, 3 delay a game penalties. And like when you get, and we've had them this year. I think we had one against Iowa after a TV timeout. You have one after a 2-point conversion, all kinds of stuff, man. You cannot have that. So they got to clean that up. You can't have a delay game against that team up north. Get behind the chains on a good defense. Matt Jones, I can't figure out if he's good or bad. I know he had the injury. The first few drives of the game, he was getting beat badly. And I'm like, okay, at this point, can this guy play? And I started watching him later in the second half after Dallin started doing his thing. Okay, he started looking pretty good. He was blocking pretty well, and then he gets hurt. So I can't figure out Matt Jones. I just can't. All right. Who are we going to give flowers to? Those who are the stock is down, stock is up. Let's go. Again, let's go. Ransom. Lathan Ransom. What? It's like the JTT type of game. Just over and over. Even the penalty he had, he was playing perfectly. The ball's just underthrown. And that's the bad part about that rule. You just run into the offensive player when he stops. But a block punt, blowing up plays in the backfield, blowing up, just sniffing out plays, pass breakups. Lathan Ransom is just flat balling out. Tommy Eichenberg, again, how can his stock be up? It's already so high. He continues to impress. He looks fast sideline to sideline. I keep thinking he's not really a speed guy, but man, he's sure making plays. He's doing everything right. I really think his stock is up, continues to go up. Maybe he needs to absolutely be a Buckeyes finalist. He is just everything you want to see. Dallin Hayden, I knew he was good. I knew he was great or going to be great, but the kid's just, he's everything you want. He's a true freshman. Hats off to Tony Alford for getting guys ready over and over and over. You see this theme where he gets true freshmen ready to play, and they shouldn't be. So Dallin Hayden, wow, I am all about it again. Let's roll with this guy. He's got to replace Trey as a true complete running back at this point. Jack Sawyer just kind of looked like a non-factor until a couple weeks ago. Last week he had 2 sacks, both with his hand in the dirt, instead of playing, the stand-up position, right? So both with his hand in the dirt. And I realize he's probably clogging up passing lanes a lot of times when they drop him into coverage. So he looks ineffective, but really he's doing his job when they drop him out. His athleticism allows him to do that. But the first quarter of this game, he had 2 tackles for loss and a sack in the first quarter of this game. I think he's really coming along. So the pass rush is really coming together with him. So, guys, going back to Dallin Hayden, like this video if you love Dallin Hayden. I want as much Dallin Hayden. If you cannot tell, I am standing on the mountaintop screaming for Dallin Hayden. Let's get everybody who's watched to this point to like this video to show all this love for Dallin Hayden. I would love to get hundreds of likes for Dallin because he is just doing fantastic things. All right. Let's remember, guys, please remember our giveaway. Come back next time and watch the announcement on that. And it is Hate Week. It's officially here. Go to work Monday choosing violence. I hope you wake up in a fantastic but foul mood and are just ready to take on the world against that team up north. As always, guys, remember, goodbye, God bless, and go Bucks.